Hello friends and welcome to Decorate Your Life. Today I'm going to be sharing with you some shabby chic projects that I have created for swaps, and I'm going to be showing you some rosettes and some gift bags and a shabby chic Parisian inspired mini album and a shabby chic altered egg carton. So let's go ahead and get started. Let me give you the backstory to all of this first. When I posted my shabby chic altered egg carton for my design team project for KS4U on Instagram, right about that very same time there was this other lady posting her shabby chic egg carton. And in her post, she asked if anybody wanted to swap with her, and I said, me, I'll go ahead and do a swap with you. And so we chatted in the instant messaging portion of it, and I gave her my credentials. This way she would know that I was not somebody who was going to, not follow through with my swap. And so she said, surprise me, do anything you would like, and I decided to break into my Graphic 45 papers. And if you are a subscriber to my haul channel, you would have known that I bought a ton of Graphic 45 papers, and the majority of the work that you see here was using the Time to Flourish collection. This is what the front looks like. It's a very, very shabby chic style, and this is what the back looks like. So these are the papers that I have used, and let me go ahead and jump right in. First, I'm going to try to do this without making anything fall. First comes the shabby chic altered egg carton. I went ahead and I designed this for her. What I did for the painting, I just used this muted green craft paint. It kind of almost matches the color of my wall. As you can see, I really like this color. I guess that's why I had my walls painted that color, but I'm thinking about redesigning this room. I don't know. But anyways, this lace, this beautiful, delicate lace was given to me by Sue. Sue is Miss Martini Girl 1. Hi, Sue. Thank you. Look at this. I'm using the stuff you gave me. So since this was very fine and I was afraid that it would get lost in this background right here, I decided to first add this lace trim, and we have all seen this lace trim. This is one of those spool trim ribbons from Hobby Lobby. So I went all around here with that, and then on top of it I layered this, and for the finale on this layering I used this flat back pearl trim that is available at KS4U, and these roses right here are also from KS4U, and to make them appear more shabby, I went ahead and added some, just kind of like dry brushed, some gesso, white gesso, right along the edges. And this poinsettia flower was given to me by Shelly. Hi, Shelly. Shelly is, she owns J&S Hobbies and Crafts. That's where she sells these. And I got these at Hobby Lobby. I love working with these feathers. These are kind of like a pink slash peach hue to them. They're very shabby, very neat. And over here, I made an envelope for her, and there's a stamp, and I pretty much followed the same style like I did in my tutorial for this, for the first one that I made. So if you like, I'll go ahead and link that tutorial up there so you can refer to it if you're curious as to how I made this. And so anyways, over here, this is just metal from my stash, and here's a little banner thingamajiggy, a flag or whatever you call it, that I made using the same Graphic 45 papers. And over here, this is part of an order that I placed at AliExpress. Now, if you've seen my haul channel, you know that I had a mishap with AliExpress, and I found out what that order was supposed to be. Oh, shame on that store who tried to, who actually gypped me out of my money. Okay, shame on them. But anyways, This is from a different store at AliExpress, and they kind of came scratched, so I wasn't that happy about these, but oh well, what can you do? You get what you pay for, right? And so anyways, I found a trick, and I came across this by accident, on how I can make metal stick to metal. Well, right now this is sitting on a little circle that I made, but I've been doing this each and every single time, and I tell you ladies, it works. In order, you know how if you hot glue your metal to anything, it just eventually comes undone because it just won't take to metal. So what I'm doing is, and I got this inspiration from decorating. Back in my interior decorating days, what we used to do on surfaces like these, porous surfaces like this is, and regardless what surface, we would always apply Kilz first. Kilz, that's K-I-L-Z, first, and the Kilz works as the surface so that the paint will adhere to it and it stays put. Okay, it doesn't flake off or anything eventually. So to me, the gesso is working the same as the Kilz. I'm applying gesso to the back of the metal, and also I apply gesso to here, and you will see in my in the other things that I will show you. And then once the gesso is dry on your metal pieces, then you use the hot glue gun, and it stays put. It doesn't come apart. So yeah, it's working just like a Kilz. And so anyhow, I'm gonna go ahead and open it, but I'm not gonna take anything apart because then I have to put everything back in there. But anyways, I made her a little pocket, and I just pretty much followed the same example as in my tutorial. And here are some goodies in there for her. And what I made, let me put this back, what I made for her as well for this swap, and I doubt she's subbed to my channel, I don't know. So if oh gosh, I forget her, is it Georgetta? Let me check. What is this lady's name? Georgette! I was close! So Georgette, if you're watching this video, shut it off, shut it down, go do something else, or go watch somebody else's video because I don't want you to see all of this. Okay, anyways, yeah, I made her a gift bag to put some embellishments in here, and I made this tiny little gift bag also to put some things in there. And let me bring them forth back again so you can get a good look-see. And using that graphic 45 paper, over here, for here, let's see, the edge, I used this Martha Stewart edge punch. Put this down. Right around the edges. And to make these gift bags, I used my We Are Memory Keepers gift bag thingamajiggy. Okay, so I used that. And these are leaves from the flowers from KS4U. And to make these flowers right here, I used a special die. Let me see. I do have my dies ready this time. Yay! I used this Spellbinders die. It is Blooms 3, number S2-046. So you get the large flower and then the bottom one. And this die, this one right here, is the stamens, I think they're called. These right here. Okay, so I did 3D mount them with some foam, a little foam square, and I added this flat back pink pearl. And this bag size, by the way, is the large bag size from the We Are Memory Keepers thing. It gives you small, medium, large, and that's the large. And this one is the small size, just so you can see. And for this border, basically what I do is I punch out my borders. I use this Martha Stewart lace border punch, and then I just fold it over. See, that's what this is. It's just a fold over, and then I tape it. I put it together, and I did the same thing over here using the Spellbinders die. And for here, I think I'm going to send her some candy or some mint or something because nothing really fits in here. I thought I could get away with putting some embellishments in here, but no, that's not going to happen. And this is from a die, and it's from a Sizzix Thin Lids number 660660, and it's this die right here. It goes for $12.99 at Hobby Lobby, but I believe I used my 40% off coupon for this. I got it a few months back. So that's that, and I used my Spellbinders flower die right there. I think these flowers are really cute. It embosses them as you die cut them, so I like that. So moving on, what I am going to be gifting these ladies. Okay, first of all, let me show you the, let me start with the rosettes, okay? I have several different sizes of rosettes here. The first rosette is a big one. And the thing about it is, from the beginning, I did not want to make a wand. You can turn these into a wand if you wanted to. See, here's a straw, and you could turn it into a wand. But my thinking is, what if the recipient doesn't want to use this as a wand? What if she wants to use it on a banner? What if she just wants to stick it on a banner and use it as room decor or whatever, or in the cover of a mini album or something? So I just left them as rosettes, okay? Now, to make this rosette, I was doing a lot of experimenting. This right here is a 2.5 or 2. Let me double check myself. Okay, I cut it almost at a 3. It's a 2 3/4 cut, and it's utilizing two 12-inch strips because I was trying to make wands and they were coming out, not wands, rosettes, and they were coming out pretty wonky. And then I said, you know what, let me do this a different way. So if y'all want to see a process video on how I do these, please let me know in the comment section below. But this is actually two papers, see, that I stick together, and they come out pretty perfect. So here is my rosette, and on top of my rosette, I layered this doily die cut, and I get that doily die cut from the Spellbinders Shapeabilities die. It's called a Parisian Motifs, and it's S5-035. So I put that on there, and this is that, this right here, this Hobby Lobby trim that I cut each and every single scallop, and I glued it on to here, hot glued it onto there, and I added some flat back pearls, as you can see. And here is a Paris Eiffel Tower. It says Paris, right? Yeah. Paris Eiffel Tower thingamajiggy on it. And this is from a different AliExpress shop, and these I liked very, very much. So I'm using a lot of these in my embellishment projects. So I have this one, and then I made this other one. This is a little bit different. The scallops were made the very same way. These scallops, and for here, I used this one, okay? And we're using that very same die to cut this paper here. And for this die cut right here, is from this very same set that I just showed you, and it's this one right there that's sitting there. And I added flat back pearls on every other following this design right here, and I added another Eiffel Tower and 3 roses, different style of roses for there, and I thought that was really cute. So we have that. Now this paper is different. This paper is actually the Prima Tales for You and Me. Okay, so we have that, and then another size. This one is, I want to say 2 inches. Let me see. I was just experimenting with different sizes. Yeah, this one I cut two 2-inch by 12 strips and put them together. See that? And then, of course, I cut the scallops from that spool and I hot glued them in such a way that it looks like a doily. Yay! Because doilies are expensive. I don't know about you, but I've gone to Michael's. Well, Michael's doesn't have doilies. Joann's and Hobby Lobby. They want something like $4 or $5 for one doily. So I said to myself, I'm going to make my own doilies. And I don't sew. Okay, these are just hot glued on, and it looks to me like a flowerette doily, and I think it's really cute. And this right here, this is also a Spellbinders die cut, and this one came actually with a card of the month kit. And let me see if I have it. See, you get dies when you receive your card of the month kit, and this one is this die. Let's see if I could. It doesn't want to single itself out, so this one is this one. Okay. And here is more bling that I ordered from that AliExpress shop. This is a different AliExpress shop than the one I had my complaint about. This one I have no complaints. Okay. And 2 flat back pearls here. So that takes care of that size. And then I went on to smaller sizes. Oh, to smaller sizes. So let me go ahead and do this one. This one is using the Prima Tales of You and Me. And I mixed it with the Graphic 45. And this is a Spellbinders die that you have heard me rave about. And that one is this one right here. Outrageous Butterfly number S2-069. And I added 3 flat back pearls to it. Sorry, oops, I'm knocking into the laptop. Okay, so that takes care of that one. And look at this one. I just love all that bling. And over here, I did that very same thing to adhere this onto this. I applied gesso to the back and let it dry, and it's taken. Okay, and I cut the scallops and I turned it into a doily, and I added a couple of these feathers. I think it looks so foo-foo. Very Parisian, you know, very can-can girl or whatever. So we have that, and here's the other one that I made. It's also using the Tales of You and Me paper. And this right here is a Spellbinders die. It is this, excuse me, this one right here. It is called Vines of Passion, and it's style number S2-022. And I just love this die. So I used this white Christmas type glitter paper. And here is some trim from Shelly's store. This trim you can get at J&S Hobbies and Crafts, and you get a big bang for your buck. I think you get something like 10 yards in a spool. And so anyways, here's a flat back pearl and another rose from KS4U. And to cover up the ugly, you know, the stem, the ugly, what I did was because you know how I'm cutting these down to size, and the leftovers I used to cover up this rose right here. And this spray is also from KS4U. So there we go. Okay, that takes care of that. And I went over this and going, okay, I think I made 2 of these. Yes. Here's 2 of these that I made, and this is just using regular, this was cut at, I want to say 2 inches. Let me double check. Like I said, I was just experimenting with the size. Okay, no, these were cut down to 1 inch, and as you can tell, I didn't do every 1/4 inch fold. I just went every 1/2 inch fold. I didn't think it was necessary. So I stayed with just a 1/2 inch fold, and I used the Spellbinders die over here. And these little rosettes are also from AliExpress, and some flat back pearls. What do you think? Aren't these cute? So I made a couple of those, and let me show you these. These are my very first, well, not my very first. I've made them before, but for this project, these were the first rosettes that I made, okay? And as you can see, they're a little bit on the wonky side. Some are more oval than circle. And this one I did using the Tim Holtz rosette die, but it didn't come out exactly as I had hoped for, but it's okay. And this one, and what I do to make everything shabby is once everything has been glued down, I just dry brush some white gesso. So there we go. And let's see, more rosettes. Okay, no, these are not rosettes, but they kind of remind me of rosettes. Anyways, to make these circle embellishments, these are just plain circle embellishments that I made. I thought I made more. Okay, here we go. See, just plain circular embellishments. And to make these, I used that Spellbinders die from the Kit of the Month. And right now I don't know which Kit of the Month it is. I can look it up if you want to know. I used, this is the die for the bigger circle. Okay. And this is the die for the medium circle, and of course I used the 1-inch punch by Paper Studio. This is my new best friend, by the way, on these. And I just stuck a flat back pearl, and to make them look interesting, I added some foam in between each layered. I layered it like so that it would give it interest. See? So I made several of those. Okay. Now, these right here. Let me show you these. Okay. So remember when everybody was buying these bottle caps? Well, I've been hanging on to mine for a couple of years ago, and it's about time for me to put them to use. What I did here was I used that Spellbinders die, and to give it a little bit of interest over here, I just hot glued the scallops from that very same trim, that Hobby Lobby spool that I was telling you about. And I punched out a hole and just added this to it. I think that's interesting. Makes for an interesting element. So I made those, and more bottle cap magic. And see, this is when these are those first rosettes that I messed up. Not really messed up, but they weren't looking that great. And after all the work that you put into making a rosette, this is before I figured out that I could make them like this, adding 2 strips of paper instead of just 1. And see what the back looks like? I don't know what it was that I was doing wrong, but they were not coming out great. See that? So instead of throwing these out because of all the work that I put into them, I use these as the backdrop to this right here. Here's some bottle caps that I made with stuff that I have or that people have sent me. And these came out really, really cute. So that takes care of that. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead, let me put my dies away. I'm going to go ahead and show you that mini album that I made. Now, as some of you know, if you follow me on social media, Instagram and whatnot, you'll know that I am going to have a birthday. I'm going to have a birthday. The big 50. Yep. I'm turning 50. And because of my birthday, I have a lot of Facebook friends, and I'm not on Facebook regularly. I have just way too much stuff to do to be on Facebook, and I don't keep it open or anything like that. So one of my Facebook friends, Jeannie Rodriguez, we started chatting, and she was like, girl, I just love everything that you do, and I love her style too. She is an awesome crafter. I mean, wow, amazing. And she and I were like, let's do a swap. Yeah, let's go ahead and do a swap. Let's do a mini album swap. She has a birthday in May, and my birthday is on Wednesday. And so we decided on a Parisian mini album. Okay. I have not seen hers, and Jean, I'm about to open up this album, so if you are watching, Jeannie Rodriguez, click out of this video now. But anyways, and here's the thing, guys. Jeannie is such an amazing crafter that up until the very end, and I mean something like yesterday or the day before yesterday, I've been like, oh my gosh, it's not good enough. It's not good enough. And some of you ladies who have seen me in my live videos, I have shown this to you. You know I've been sitting on this for a couple of months. Okay? So now you get to see the whole thing here, and I tell you, I'm still a little bit scared that she may not like this, because I've only been crafting for a couple of years, okay? 2.5 years, if that, alrighty? And my crafting skills are not to be compared to that of somebody who's been crafting for 15 years or all their lives or whatever. Okay, I don't claim to be an expert. I don't claim to be an educator. I don't claim to know it all. Okay, but I do the best with what I can, and I try to figure things out on my own. So I have used which one? Tales of You and Me? Yes, the Prima Tales of You and Me paper. Okay. And back here, over here, this is graphic 45 from one of their collections. And over here, this is a different Prima paper. Okay. And I used the Frank Garcia Gatefold album. And as you can see, it's been embellished, kind of like Parisian and whatnot. And what I'm afraid of is that I went too blingy on her. Looking back at her videos, she really doesn't do bling. And I'm like, oh, she's going to hate it. Oh my gosh, I'm afraid she's going to hate it. And I worked so hard at this one. But see, this is a reflection of me, okay? As you can see, you see all the bling that I use in my pieces. This is a reflection of me, who I am, what I love to do and everything. So even if it's not something that she may have done, you know, and she's really, really nice, okay? She's not gonna say, oh, I hate it. What did you do? You gave me junk. No, she's a really, really nice lady. And yeah, she's getting a reflection of me, my interpretation. So without further ado, let me open it up and see what y'all think. See, I'm even nervous to show it to you guys, because I'm like, oh my gosh. Now, here's the thing about the Frank Garcia albums. They really don't leave you that much room to work with. So, see, that's how wide the pages are. So you're very limited as to the amount of embellishing that you can do on these albums. Now, I don't want to smush any of these pieces. So let me just, okay. Sorry about that. So we have a pocket here with a Parisian tag. This is just one of those ready-made tags that I got at Joann's. And that goes there. And here's another tag. And let me put this in here. Okay. When was the last time I opened this? I don't know. Ooh, I'm going to have to glue that back on. Okay. Oh, there's tags here. Alrighty. Here we go. Some tags for her to use. And here we go. This was gifted to me by Julie Kravenhoff. I just went ahead and I used stamps. I don't know if you can tell. And I just left this blank. Like I said, see how much room I have to work with? There's not much there, okay? She barely has room enough to put a picture here and a picture here, and then it's just going to be thick. So I had to leave it as thin as I could. This is what the other page looks like. Once again, this was given to me by Julie Kravenhoff, and this was given to me by Julie Kravenhoff. Hi, Julie! Julie! And here we go. These I cut from one of my Spellbinders dies, and I don't have it on hand, I'm sorry. And this right here is a stamp. And that is that. Over here, this is another Spellbinders die. Spellbinders, Spellbinders, Spellbinders. And then it opens up like this. Okay, and this I got from Michaels. Came in a pack. Here, this pocket die is Heartfelt Creations. They make beautiful dies as well. I love anything Spellbinders and Heartfelt Creations. They are amazing. And these were gifted to me a long time ago, as were these. Aren't they beautiful? Look at that. And this was gifted to me by Amy Love. She's such a sweetheart. I went ahead and put it there, Sweet Tea Pie. And I made these using my Spellbinders die, Spellbinders, and this is just a Prima flower. Another Prima flower and more Spellbinders dies. And these are also Spellbinders dies. And Spellbinders, and this is from Project Life. Yeah, Project Life. Oh, and here's a sticker. Let me see. You can, here we go. Here's a sticker, the Eiffel Tower. So it's not embellished like I would have wanted to, but then again, like you can see, I have no room. There's no room whatsoever for me to embellish these. So this is what I have made for Jean Rodriguez, and I sincerely hope that she likes it. And she says she will. And that is it. So what do y'all think of the stuff that I've been keeping busy with? This is just busy work for me. And I love it. Love. I just love designing for others, and I just love making people happy and everything. And I'm now going to have to figure out what I'm going to give to whom and how I'm going to package all this. I have to get over to the post office later on this week, and gosh, I have so much to do, but I think these are my favorite. I just love these. So anyways, what do y'all think of all this? Let me know in the comment section below if you would like to see me do a tutorial or a process video on anything that you see here. I've already done a process video, a tutorial on this, and I'm not sure if I've done something on that, but that's pretty much self-explanatory. But yeah, if you want to know how I make this or how I cut these up, just let me know. Thank you so very much for watching, and please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so, okay? It's free. At least for now. YouTube's not charging anybody unless you go into YouTube Red, but that's an entirely different monster right there. So thumbs up if you enjoy my projects, if you enjoy my video, and please share my videos with your friends. I am trying to get to 5,000 subscribers, and I hope that I get there real soon because I want to coordinate that with my birthday challenge giveaway. I'm still chewing over what I want to do exactly. I want to do a giveaway that gives away every single month, if that makes any sense to y'all. So it's coming. I just have to figure out all the logistics to it. Okay, so yeah, help me get to 5,000 subs, and I will see y'all real soon, okay? Oh, don't forget to visit my blog. I have transferred from one server to another. Somebody else is hosting my website now, and it's looking so much better, and the functionality is so much better. I tell you, it's a faster website and everything. So yeah, I think that is all that I have to say today. Thank y'all so very much. I have several videos coming out this week. I have some happy mail to share with y'all. I have yet to open up those packages, but I will get to do that soon, okay? Thank y'all so very much, and have a wonderful week, okay? Bye now.